Filmhub after 1 year of service. Do I love it? Do I hate it? And what's something I would definitely do different this time? Hey, I'm Zach from the TV show The Big Laugh, and I used Filmhub to get my show onto Tubi and other streaming services. Right away, I had a meeting with them before I even submitted my TV show. I had a meeting and I talked to them about the specs of what they were looking for on the technical side. And then also I just wanted to be reassured that they could get me onto Tubi and Amazon, because those were the two streaming services that I was trying to get onto the most. After the meeting, I felt good about them being able to work with Tubi and Amazon, and I felt good about the technical specs, and that helped me kind of on the final editing of making sure that I'm making the right decisions with sound, video, frame rate, all those things. And then the sign-up process was super simple. You create your own account, and then you're kind of just uploading stuff yourself, and then you're going through quality control. I would say the hardest part of the process was definitely quality control, and I kept failing it because of subtitles. I tried doing the subtitles myself, failed miserably, and I ended up using Filmhub service to have them do the subtitles for me, because I did not want to fail quality control, because they said if I fail 3 times, they can't take my TV show. So I was like, I've already failed twice, please do it for me. So that was like the first few months. So it's definitely a longer process. And then after months, maybe, I don't even remember at this point, maybe 6 months is when I finally got onto Tubi, and I was very excited. But from the period of getting onto Tubi to where we are now in a year, not much has happened, I would say. And so there's been many months of different small streaming services licensing my TV show and it not going live, at least in the first year of using Filmhub. Right now, I would say there's probably 4 or 5 of those that I'm just waiting to see it go live. But let's talk about how they got me onto Amazon, or didn't. Once it got closer to a year, I was like, okay, I can't wait any longer for us to get this project on Amazon. It's getting older, and so after talking to them and not really feeling confident in the back and forth messages that they're actually working on getting my film onto Amazon, I just decided to let them know that I'll be personally uploading it to Amazon. So I created a Video Direct account, and I went through the process of just, again, uploading, adding my subtitles in, sending lots of photos, and now I'm in the approval process right now for getting my TV show on Amazon, at least in the US and the UK. The plus side of someone like Filmhub is they're supposed to be able to get it onto not only the US and the UK, but on many different countries, and get it on Amazon Prime for free. So it's free streaming instead of just where you're able to get onto, at least for me, the US and the UK, and I have to charge money for people to watch it. They said that they were still always trying to sell the project, but I was like, this project's getting older by the day. You know, I'm sure you have tons of new projects you're also trying to sell to Amazon. I just felt like, you know what, I just want to get it up there. Let's do that for now. So now I have the Video Direct account. I have the first season uploaded, and I can see that probably next season for the TV show, I'll probably do exactly the same thing, is upload it myself and use Filmhub to get it onto Tubi and some of these other smaller streaming services. One thing I would definitely do differently is I would have uploaded a 1080p version of my TV show to Filmhub instead of a 4K. That sounds crazy, right? As I was working with Video Direct and kind of learning how these other streaming services work, I'm quickly realizing that not a lot of streaming services offer 4K. You can't submit, or they don't work with 4K. So they're using 1080p anyways. And it makes me wonder if I would have gotten onto Amazon easier and maybe some of the other streaming services easier if I gave them 1080p, because I wonder if these streaming services are looking and saying, oh, we don't want the 4K version anyways. Or maybe I could have uploaded multiple versions to there and had the 4K and the 1080p, and maybe that would have been a better option. So that's something I would do differently, kind of just based on assumptions and talking to other filmmakers and talking about how they mostly give 1080p to a lot of streaming services. Something else that I would do differently is I would give them even more graphics. I gave them a lot of graphics, but I'd give them even more, because one of the graphics that they chose for Tubi it's fine, but it's for one of the episodes as the background of the whole season. And I think I would have just made something that would have been more fitting for the whole season and less of one episode. Such a small change, but definitely a learning process. Okay, so in conclusion, would I use Filmhub again? I think so. I think I would use Filmhub again, knowing what I know now, of maybe giving them a 1080p, giving them lots of graphics, and maybe using a service like Rev to do the subtitles before I submit it. So some of these things that could have made the process a little bit easier or a little bit better. And I would try it again with maybe a different project, like a short film or a movie, something that I feel confident that they could get onto the streaming services they work with. So yes, I would do it again. But I think if I was to have a bigger budget and work on a bigger film or a bigger TV show than what I did, maybe I would look at other options available. But I think for my budget of my projects, it's a good company to use. And I will say that they just released a new dashboard that is way easier to understand. And I'm looking forward to the next year of working with Filmhub, at least on the Big Laugh project. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this video is helpful. And if you could, subscribe to the Big Laugh YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.